What's up, everybody? Brando Free-to-Play back on my free-to-play account, and today I am doing my 800 days later as a 100% free-to-play player. This way you guys can see how my account has progressed, what I have on the account, and pretty much so you guys can critique, so I can talk about it, talk about my experiences, and above all, kind of just show it off. You know, I'm not gonna lie. But it is 800 days. I really don't know. I know this is over 2 years, but I don't know if it's like 2 years and a few months. I'm not really sure how long it actually is. If somebody could just put it in the comments, that'd be great. I always forget to do this until after I record, but it is what it is. So 800 consecutive logins, meaning I have logged in every single day for 800 days. Guildfest, I completed a quest. Perfect. So let's start off by going over my VIP. Currently, I am at VIP 14, very close, pretty close to VIP 15. And before anybody says it, yes, my account is free to play. No, I don't get gifted VIP points. I very, very rarely get gifted any items or speed ups. I'm not gonna say it hasn't happened, but it's very rare, less than 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks total. And if you guys have been playing this game for any sort of period of time, you know that that is very, very minimal. Okay. This account is and always will be free to play. I have not put in a single penny into this account. Alright. What should we go over first? I guess one of the first things I would like to kind of go over and just talk about a little bit are the heroes. So as you guys can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gold heroes. And I have some other green and gray heroes still in the mix. As you guys can see, I'm actually doing this right now. I am sweeping up Night Raven because I feel like he's going to be the next hero I take up to gold. The heroes that I have left are heroes that I find not very useful or not required. Okay, these other heroes, they each serve a purpose. They are each great in something, and the rest of these are kind of mediocre. They're like meh. You guys know what I mean? Yes, I do have one Songstress of the Sea medal. Now, before anybody gets their panties in a bunch, this medal was obtained about 1.5 years ago when IGG released some, I guess, some monsters where you were able to get 1, 5, or 10 hero pay-to-play hero medals. That is the only single time that IGG has given free-to-play players the opportunity to get some of these medals for free. So I kept it as kind of like a reminder that IGG has done it before. They can do it again. I am kind of hopeful that they do, but we'll see where that takes us. Currently, I have one Chaos Dragon medal because, let's face it, Chaos Dragon, he sucks. I do have a Watcher. He is almost at blue grade. I know I should be doing more Watcher events. It probably would help out my gear, or at least the chances I have at getting better gear. I'm just kind of lazy at doing it. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright? Before I do this, let me just collect Let me just get rid of these kind of things. They're a little bit annoying to me. Messages. Okay. Wood. Perfect. Okay. Next thing I want to go ahead and go over is familiars. Now, familiars is something that is relatively new to the game. It came out December of 2017. It is now end of May 2018. So it's been about 5 months. And in my opinion, familiars are a resource dump. And that's what it is. At least in my eyes. Yes, they could be somewhat beneficial if you have the resources, if you have the time, if you have the patience to do it. I ran out of patience a long time ago. So this is all that I have. Not very impressive, I know, I'm sorry. I just had to show it. Let's quickly go over the layout of the castle. As you guys can see, these buildings I neglected heavily because I frankly don't really care about them. I have maxed out pretty much everything else at level 25. You guys can see I have the special buildings up to 25. If you guys know, they're needed for a T4 account. Alright, so this is 25, pretty standard, right? Most of my ores are level 25. I think I am still missing three ore mines are left to become level 25, and sorry about that. And these are gonna be leveled up, you know, soon when I get around to it. My current infirmary setup, I have 10 infirmaries and 6 manors at level 25 with 1 barrack. My infirmaries at this present time can hold 402,000, let's say 403,000 troops, which is a decent amount in my opinion. Some people might recommend going full infirmary, but I am a player that does rebuild his T3 troops, and in recently I've had to rebuild a lot of T3 and T4 troops. So having these manors with the troop training speed increases, those really did come in handy. So I'm keeping those. I think this is a nice balance of both army HP, army attack, troop training, and also hospital beds. That's just my opinion. You guys need to find out what works better for you. This works for me. I've used it for a very, very long time. Okay. Let's go over and see what my wall HP. You guys can see my wall HP is at 468,000, which is meh. It's mediocre. I am not a wall trap by any means. Traps. I have not rebuilt my traps because, well, I haven't really wanted to, right? But you know, this is a layout of it if you guys wanted to see. Currently I have heavily rebuilt after almost being zeroed this past KVK. If you guys haven't seen the video, you guys should see a card coming up on the top corner. Go ahead and click on that if you want to see me, the battle reports of me almost being zeroed. I will show some of them later today. My troop count, I have absolutely no problem showing my troop count, especially if I am purposely holding a leader. I will always be sheltered, fake rallied. Essentially, whatever troops I would lose, they would most likely only be wounded. Okay? Currently, I am in my gathering, I guess, troop training, research construction talent set. I will change to my battle set when I go over my battle gear. But currently, I have 291% training speed bonus. That's a decent amount. I've seen other players training speed co-ops a heck of a lot more than that, but they are pay-to-play players. If you are a free-to-play player and you have a higher training speed bonus, tell me your secret. Okay, you can just PM me on line chat. You don't have to say it, you don't have to publicly put it up on the comments. But, if it is higher, let me know how you got it there. Alright? Now, as I've said, my T4 count is limited. This is done on purpose. It is done purposely because I can shelter for 12 hours all of my heroic fighters, heroic cannoneers, and ancient Drake Raiders. All of those can be sheltered. Yes, I have a big shelter. Okay. T3, I am currently in the process of rebuilding a lot of T3. I need to actually rebuild about another 125,000 T3 Cav, another 80,000 T3 Infantry, and about another 40,000 T3 Snipers. All in all, I usually like to sit at around 300,000 of each before the beginning of each KVK. That way I can lose some and not really feel it too much. The rest of it, some T1s, I just built up some T-runs to do some testing, attack tests, stuff like that. Alright? If you guys have any questions about my troop comp, let me know. If you guys don't know, I think this troop comp is very beneficial and very effective. I was not able to get zeroed using this troop comp versus 6 players and going up against a 1.5 billion mite player. I was not zeroed. So, yeah, look into this. If you really feel like it, try to mirror it. But, that's just me. Okay? Moving on. Resources. Like I said, I've had to rebuild a lot. So I am actually extremely low on resources. You guys can see here, I have only around 60,000 food in my bags total. I only have 60 million food, 30 million food in bags, 8.5 million wood in bags. I am an ore hyper farm. So I have a buttload of ore saved up because I hardly have to use it. Alright. And gold, man, my gold is sad. That hurts. But if you're a free-to-play player and you've had to go through a large T4 training push, you guys know how this feels. Alright. Just to let you guys know, I have absolutely no castle skins, just to keep up with the whole free-to-play, 100% free-to-play stuff and theme. Have not purchased any of that. What else? Let's go over the research. Now, actually, no. Let's not do that. Hold up. Let's take a look at the breakdown, okay? At this present time, okay, I am 188 million mite. I have a total of 133 million kills. Now, keep in mind, a large majority of my attacks are solo, okay? I seldomly join a rally because a rally that goes south will take me weeks to recover from. Literally weeks to recover from. So I only join rallies when I know we're gonna win, essentially. Okay? My guild is aware of it. They are fine with it. They understand the limitations of a free-to-play account, and they understand that I have the knowledge to back up my account when the times get tough. Okay? So as you guys can see, I have attacked quite a bit, right? Over 2,500 times. I've had that many victories at least. I have had some failed attacks, which suck. My win rate is around 91%, which is not bad. As you guys can see here, my might destroyed, some people might say it's very low, but I don't inflate my might destroyed by just joining rallies that I myself am not leading. my might destroyed is based off my stats, my gear, my heroes, my talents. That is me, not somebody else. I really want to stress that for all of those people who are so obsessed with their might destroyed instead of looking at what their own account can really do. Okay? Now, my actual might breakdown. Essentially, my core might is probably over 150,000, if I'm not mistaken. 150 million, not thousand, million. And that is an insane amount of core might. That is pretty impressive. I have seen pay-to-play accounts, other pay-to-play accounts, which I will not name, that have less core might than I do, and just have millions and millions of more troop might. Liquid might. Might that they can easily be zeroed out. Well, not easily, but you guys know what I mean. I definitely value the core might, the research might, the construct, the buildings, the quest, the player level, the hero armies. All of that really is pretty important to me. Alright? I have executed quite a few prisoners. It has been a while since I have been in a kingdom where I am able to hold a prisoner without being rallied while I sleep. So, yeah, it is what it is. You know, it's nice having that ultra boost, but I've learned to live without it. Current Coliseum, I am at rank 983. My best rank was 44, and that was when Kingdom 81 was pretty dead, and before we got invaded, and that was only for a short period of time. Okay, never been rank 1. I doubt I ever will. There are way too many, way too many overpowered pay-to-play heroes that free-to-play heroes just cannot compete with. Okay. You guys can see here my resources sent and my help sent. I am on our hyper. I do know that there are other hypers that have donated a lot more resources than I have, and that is fine. I don't donate resources every single day, left and right. I do it when I can and when I'm online and I have the time to do it and I remember to do it. So yeah, that is the might breakdown. One of the other things that I want to go ahead and show you guys, and I get a lot of questions, and I am not embarrassed or cautious, or I want to keep this to myself, but this is my war gear. This is the gear that I built that took me 800 plus days to make. I am very proud of this gear. This gear is, I find it the best balance for a free-to-play player, just based on the stats, the army, HP, and just overall, this is a good set. All of my jewels are now purple. Infantry, range, and cav. All of them are purple. I have 0 gold. All of them are purple. No blues, no greens, all purple in every single slot. Okay, it took a very long time to do. A lot of randomness, a lot of annoyance, and a lot of guild coins went into the making of these jewels. But yeah, this is what I have. It is probably going to take me a very long time to get a gold jewel swapped in, and I honestly do not see that happening anytime soon. Okay. But yeah, you guys can kind of do the math, looking at this gear, how it would do with gold jewels. Okay. I do have monster hunting gear. Now, before anybody says it, before you say it, yes, for the most part, hunter's gear is quote-unquote pay-to-play. Fortunately, IGG finds it or deems it necessary or they just want to do it, they put Slayer chests in Guildfest rewards every now and then. So that is how I have been able to accumulate some Hunter's gear, some Swift Jewels, to be able to kind of help me attack some monsters a little bit better than I would if I didn't have it. Okay. Do have some research gear, pretty standard, nothing really to brag about. Alright, let me change my talents to war. Yes, I will spend 1,000 gems, because why not? Apply my war gear, and let's actually get down and look at my war stats. If anybody was curious to know, these are the stats that I have to work with every day. All of my attack stats, infantry, range, and cavalry, are over 300%. That was a goal of mine for a very long time, and I reached that goal a while back. I really did, and it is something that it feels nice to have. It does feel nice to have, right? I know a lot of people go for one troop type or two troop types. I decided to go with all three. Okay, I decided to have a fairly balanced account. Again, this is just me. If you want to mirror me, feel free to do it. My army stats. I feel these are kind of base army stats for a T4 player. Army max HP is high, mainly because of 1, my gear, and 2, I have 10 level 25 infirmaries. So that does help out quite a bit. Okay, and my talents are also, I put a lot of, I max out army HP, or try to max out army HP and my talents. So, I do not have any altar boost, and I'm not holding a prisoner, so my army attack can essentially go up another 68%, if I'm not mistaken, which is really good if you think about it. It really is. Currently, my travel speed is 107%. Okay. Monster hunting, that is level 5 monster hunt stats. Period. That is what you have if you have level 5 monster hunt. Darkness, well, I haven't really done much. Familiar, like I mentioned earlier, not really important. And that's pretty much my account. Now let me go over the research very quickly. This is a T4 account. Most of my researches have not changed, at least in the top, since my 700 or my 2-year video. I have all military maxed. I have monster hunt maxed. Okay. Upgrade defense, it's there. Upgrade military, I worked on this a little bit. I'm not really sure why. I think it was to get the field triage, quick maneuver, training speed, barrack expansion. I wanted to get those leveled up. Just for my, for my reasons, and also to kind of bring up my might a little bit. Nothing, no ultra super secret to go about it. My next one that I really do want to level up is the army leadership, because it also has more training speed, which training speed is awesome for a free-to-play player. You get to train more troops. Bigger infirmaries, that's going to be something that I'm going to look into. Max deposit, get more treasure, get more gems out of the treasure trove. Yes, please. That's something I am definitely going to be looking into, especially upcoming now that I've done everything else that I've wanted to do. Army, the Army 2 researches, hardly done any of it. It is what it is. Military command, I wanted to upgrade my shelter expansion to 10 of 10. That way I can hold more troops. The rest of it is, I haven't really done too much in that yet. Familiars, you guys can see here, some of them are 10 of 10. Majority of it hasn't been touched. Alright, let me quickly go over my cabinet. That way you guys can see all the gear that I have and kind of show that, hey, you know what, I don't really have champ gear. I might have some champ materials from KVK chest, but nothing really to brag home about. Okay, let me go quickly. This is getting to be a 25-minute video, and don't really want to put you guys to sleep. Okay, here are my jewels, as you guys can see. Oops, jewels. Let me see, can I mix anything up here? All right, that's pretty much it. Right, you guys can see it takes a while to get your jewels up. It really does. All right, let me think here. Is there anything else that I am missing? One last thing. I would love to give a huge, absolutely monstrous shout out to Cause and Effect, CAE. I want to give this guild a huge credit for, one, allowing a free-to-play player like me to stay with them since pretty much the beginning of the game, right? CAE has been in the game for about a year or so, but before that I moved around with the same core of people: Malchik, Avotrex, Amy, One Hot Mess, Congo, a lot of people that I've met since back in Kingdom 4 when we were in White Knights 1, right? From White Knights 1 to D4S to BRR to BS to God knows what other guild we were in at the time, all the way to CAE, and we've been CAE ever since, and that is something that just feels great. And yes, everybody from those guilds that I have mentioned, I want to thank everybody, because if it wasn't for the guilds that I have been in, I would not have progressed as fast as I have. Okay, that is no secret. That is a fact. All right, I do not shy away from that. It is completely true. All right, but I have not received direct help. Okay, I have asked resources from our guild bank from time to time, and that has been provided with almost no questions. All right, and yeah, there are a lot of people in CAE that are just very cool, down to earth, not super duper hardcore pay to play. We have fun. We enjoy the game for what it is. We enjoy the game with the limitations that we put on ourselves, either financially or just limited playtime, whatever you want to call it. We enjoy the game for what it is when we can. And yeah, this is my free-to-play account 800 days later. I hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, guys, bye.